Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another casual stream where I once again talk to one of my lovely voice actor friends. This time we have a very special guest. I tried thinking of a pun involving paper, but I just couldn't. So I'm just going to say it's the voice of paper, Hurricane Hunter Jackson.
Hi everyone. Hi, it's me, HurricaneHunter Jackson. I like to go by HHJ. For anyone confused, yes, my display name is HurricaneHunter Jackson, and but my real name is Jackson. But I just like being called HHJ. You might know me best for voicing Paper in Inanimate Insanity recently in the season 1 remasters.
Heck yeah. It's so funny because I've mentioned before that the screen paper did in episode 1 was actually me. So technically, there's two technically, if you want to get really technical, there's two papers in this stream right now.
Two papers in the chat, everybody.
Two paper, two furious. But yeah, thanks for joining on this one. Like I said, but like as usual, I guess I'll start with asking a couple questions to get the ball rolling, and then I'll mostly just take it from the audience from there. So,
Of course, happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. So, Hurricane Hunter Jackson, HHJ, I feel I should let you know that in both streams and offline, I have referred to paper, and I quote my exact words here, as the highest pitch voiced twink ever. What are your statements in response to this accusation?
I'm not exactly the type of person to imagine Paper as a twink, but he's definitely very high pitched. And I will say that doing his voice is not easy in the slightest. And I really have to push my vocal cords sometimes. But I can understand him being a twink. Like, I get what you mean by that. But, like, I could see him more being like, I could see him more being like, just like, a sort of like, casual person as opposed to being like a high-ranking Tumblr sexy man or whatever you folks shout nowadays about Paper and Inanimate Insanity.
That's fair. I mean, there was a time, I'm not sure if this is still the case, where Paintbrush was on a Tumblr sexy man wiki, and I did not know how to feel about that.
Oh, wow. That
Okay.
is certainly interesting.
Yeah. All right. So I guess my question after that point would be, so on streams we have often had arguments, heated discussions, and sometimes physical fights. I'm joking about that last one, about the current name of the hotel. At one point the argument was Hop versus Hajip. That argument was constantly present throughout online spaces, but recently, particularly on these streams, the argument seems to be Hotel Hoot versus Hotel PayJ. Oh, which side are you on, Hoot or PayJ?
I mean, to quote the finale, who really gives a hoot? I'm all for hoot, but I totally get the PayJ things because, like, they're adorable together. So I totally get why people are, advocating for such a name. But honestly, who gives a hoot? They said it in the finale. I'm all for them just not giving a hoot about anything and going with hoots.
Fair enough. That is absolutely fair. But yes, those are my couple of introductory I did not tell you that they'd be utter nonsense questions, but that's what makes it fun. So
no, I didn't think they were nonsensical. I mean, considering the fact that the Inanimate Insanity fandom is full of unique voices, I totally understand asking those sorts of questions since people have all different types of headcanons and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yes, all right. At this point now, I would like to hand questions over to the chat. If I see a question I like, I will go ahead and highlight it and display it on the stream here. I will, of course, be prioritizing super chats and stuff sent via Coffee, which you can find the link in the description below. But yes, voice requests will be specific to those avenues. I will not be going for voice requests in the regular chat, but I will be looking at questions. If I pick your question, I will highlight it. Please do not spam questions, because if I wasn't really convinced the first time, I probably won't be convinced the second, third, fourth, or fifth time.
Nobody likes spam in chat. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm. All right. What the cat doing asks, Jackson, have you met Patrick Mealy yet?
Uh, no, not yet. I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him in any calls. I am familiar with him, but I have currently not yet spoken with him. But I would totally be open to speaking with him, especially since, he seems like a very chill guy, and they've been in numerous different projects.
Oh,
So
yes.
I'd love to see I'd love to see what kind of projects they're in, check them out, and support them, and give my 2 cents on the matter, because I think it'd be really cool to support extra projects that other voice actors are working on.
Yeah, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but Patrick and I were roommates at one point, so.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, no, we were roommates. What's funny is that, when we were recording for, Pesty Besties, Brian had actually met Patrick indirectly because we were having some trouble with the setup, and I was using Patrick's booth at the time. Because
Yeah.
like when voice actors room together and we share setups, we typically go with the best one, and they had the best one by a mile.
Pretty much, yeah. Gotta prioritize the best.
Right. And we were having trouble because like Brian was directing me and he couldn't hear me in the call. And we were just having this whole thing. And once we got it fixed, like he heard Patrick's voice briefly. And then a year later, Patrick got cast as OJ. So
that is the funniest coincidence if I've ever heard one.
Oh, absolutely. And what's funny is they didn't realize that this was the same person until I told both him and Adam. So I was like, this was my roommate. He just cast.
Sometimes things just end up going the way they do, and it's funny like that.
Yeah. Super chats we already have. Pepper spray paper. Okay, so if you haven't seen the casual streams before, Jackson, there's always a tradition among the voice requests that the characters need to be pepper sprayed. I don't understand why. Like, it started with a stream on Brian's channel that I was in, and now it's kind of seeped into my streams.
Ah, okay. So
we gotta
yeah, I was wondering about that since I was reading the chat on the side. Like, what was with all the pepper spray?
Yep. All right. So yeah, we got to do this at this point. So I guess I'll do it as paintbrush. I'll think of a reason why they're mad at it.
Okay.
Hey, Paper!
What's up, paintbrush?
Yeah, you may not remember this, but when you were evil at one point, you hit me on the back of the head. So I only just remember this now. So here's my long-delayed vengeance.
Wait, what? Ah! No! What is this pepper spray? Oh, it burns! It burns! My eyes! They're cheering like there's no tomorrow!
And that was my delayed revenge.
Paintbrush's inevitable long-delayed revenge on evil Paper, who, yes, I have a fun time voicing.
Yes. Random Kate, we already just did that, so there were two. I'm glad that there was 2 whole super chats asking for this, so I hope both of you got what you wanted.
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1, baby.
Mm-hmm. To HHJ, I was surprised to know you were voicing Paper. I was so used to you voicing the most jerky characters, Magic Wand, Lamp, most of the cast of BFOP. Am I saying that correctly?
Just BFOP.
BF. I was like, BFOP, okay. Which makes it more amazing that you're voice acting Paper.
Thank you very much, Elodie. Yeah, before Paper, I was really known for voicing jerky characters in, like, relatively smaller object shows that ended up becoming sort of overnight successes, like the original Object Invasion, Non-Existent Living, and of course my show for Object Palace, which currently has 4 episodes. I will say, by the way, I've noticed some people asking, I do still plan on doing the 5th episode overall. I will provide updates on my community tab for those interested, and I might even make a full video talking about what's been going on with the episode and why it's been taking so long to do. But I will promise this, that it will come out at some point, the 5th episode. But again, thank you. I'm glad. I always like voicing different kinds of characters that aren't jerky, because I think that it really allows me to enhance my vocal range and really show what I'm all about. And I really think Paper was a great opportunity for that.
It's always fun when you get to play against type.
Absolutely, because I love doing different types of impressions. So being able to do a higher pitched voice like Paper is basically a dream come true, because I don't have to do a jerky character. I mean, I could do Knife, but not as good as Liv can do it,
Liv was an absolute joy on the last stream we did.
Oh, I'm sure she was.
Jazzy, is it time for you to be why would you ask this of me? Why?
What specifically is she leading? That is the question. What is she the leader of?
Oh god. HHJ, can you say in Paper's voice, hello, my P4, P3R? And okay, so if you want to, you could say
I can do this. I can do this. Just again,
okay.
don't use this for any malicious reasons. I'm doing this for fun.
Right,
Hello!
right.
My name is P4P3R. That stands for PAL for Permanent Free Rest. How may I assist you today?
When I see P3R, I think Persona 3 Reload, but I'm a nerd, so.
I've never played the games, but I totally understand why so many people are obsessed with the Persona series. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, like I'm big into RPGs, so it's always been one of my go-tos. Jackson, were you aware of / part of any object shows before voicing in Inanimate Insanity?
Yes, I was in numerous different object shows before Inanimate Insanity. I've been in the community since 2015, but my first major role in an object show was Lamp in the original iteration of Object Invasion. That's not to be confused with the current iteration of Object Invasion, where Lamp is voiced by Joseph Pack, aka TT Guy 10,000, who also does a really good job as Lamp. I did Lamp in the original iteration, and then I got some other roles that were notable, like mentioned earlier in the stream, Magic Wand and Non-Existent Living, and several other characters in several other underground shows. So, yeah, I have voiced numerous different object show characters beforehand, but Paper is by far the biggest character I've voiced overall.
Heck yeah.
Like, I thank you for the question, Fishy Feather, I think it was.
Yes, Fishy Feather. And on that topic, do you like Paper as a character?
I've always kind of liked Paper. I thought that, Paper was very charming. I think that Paper was always like a troubled individual to me. Like, Paper was just going through a lot after his very early elimination, and then only really got a shot again after he escaped. Spoilers for a season that's 14 years old, by the way. Only getting a shot again after rejoining from being an idiotic island, and then really just showing how troubled he was from that experience of being secluded for months on end, and it really getting to his head. So, really, I think that now that he's like in a healthy relationship with OJ, I think he's really like just in a better place now. He's figured things out. He's figured out who he's want to be. And I'm just glad that I've always liked Paper as a character, but I'm glad that he's in a better place now than he was in season 1, because boy, did he have it rough there.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to, like, when we get to that point in Remastered. Like, that's going to be so fun.
Yeah, when I rejoin, and, like, I'm particularly looking forward to how Paper will bounce off of characters like Bo, for example, because, like, Bo's also a lot of fun.
Oh, I love Bo. Easily my favorite from the original season 1.
Absolutely. Bo is an absolute highlight. I don't think anyone can deny that.
No, absolutely not. Looking forward to when Skylar gets to voice.
Absolutely.
all these
I'm looking
moments.
forward to when she does that, because she's done a really good job as Bo so far, and I look forward to hearing more of her.
Absolutely. Day on a super chat says, "Hi HHJ, looking forward to you voicing Evil Paper."
Evil Paper! Actually, you technically already got a glimpse of it in episode 5 of the season 1 remaster, where he sort of slipped into like a more like raspy, grungy voice. That was your first glimpse of Evil Paper, and I'm honestly looking forward to voicing him later on when like later episodes of the remaster are made. So look forward to Evil Paper.
I am so excited. I think the biggest moments I'm excited for with the remaster is Evil Paper and Painty and Marshmallow as Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be good too. I can't wait to see how they reimagine that.
Yeah, just because I live for any moment I get to do scenes with D, so like I am so hyped for that.
Yes.
Jackson, if you're going to the BFDI/II meetup, what city/cities are you going to?
I am planning to go to the meetup this year. I've gone to the meetup in the past 2 years, and I've always gone to New York City specifically, since that is the closest commute for me and is nowhere near as much of the hassle as, say, like getting a plane to Los Angeles. I'd love to visit LA one day, but for now, I'm just going to keep it contained to New York City. So if you do want to catch me at one of the meetups, New York City is your go-to.
Yep, that's also one of the cities Jordy and I are going to. So everyone's here is going to New York.
Pretty much, yeah.
Question for HHJ: how did you end up getting the voice of Paper?
I'm not too sure if I'm supposed to talk about this since
You
like the process was like kind of a like in like an inner like a non-disclosure agreement. Like it was like sort of
you can talk about
confidential.
the fact you auditioned. Like,
Yeah, okay. So I did audition. I first heard someone I actually know gave me the referral for the Paper audition being open, and they said, "Hey, I think you do a very good job as Paper since I know you like doing impressions and all that." So I decided to give it a shot, and then like a couple weeks later, I got an email. So I did my audition back in I think it was early March. So I did my audition. Then a couple weeks later, I got an email from Adam saying that I had been hired, and I was like, "What?" I like was legitimately freaking out, and I was so happy to hear that news. So again, it was like someone I knew referred me to the audition. I gave it a try, and then I eventually got hired, which again I did not expect, but I'm so happy that I did because it's been it's been a lifetime opportunity to have a role on a show like Inanimate Insanity. So I
right.
thank you for asking.
To kind of talk from the casting director side of things, it was kind of funny because I didn't know there was staff within the show referring folks to these auditions because I had always said like, hey, if you're gonna refer anyone, please inform me so I can expect it. But someone on the show did not get that memo. So I suddenly
Ah,
get yours, and I'm like, who in the world is that? I'm like, did the auditions leak? Did they, and like I was immediately panicking to Adam and Brian. I was like, I think the auditions leaked, and then someone in the staff said, oh, no, nothing leaked. They're just people I referred it to. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
yeah. The last thing you'd want is for the auditions to leak. That's the last
Mm-hmm.
thing you'd want.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of just that was kind of a funny moment there. So
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. I'm sorry it freaked you out so much. I'm
no,
really sorry it did.
it was funny because like, while we were kind of figuring out and still trying to figure out how the heck like certain folks got these auditions, Adam was like going through the emails, and he was like, and this is kind of funny knowing you got cast. He was like, okay, I know this is bad, and this might be a leak, but I kind of like Hurricane Hunter Jackson as Paper.
And I think what makes it funnier is that Brian was following me on Twitter beforehand, so like I wonder if like it occurred to him that like this is the same person I follow on Twitter. Is that him? I just kind of wonder. This is speculation. I have no idea what actually went
Right.
down, so just pure speculation. Do not take my word for it.
Of course. It was just a very funny situation all around. Like I thought
Yeah, I'm sure it was. And again, I'm sorry it caused you so much stress.
no, it's fine. It's why I have a roster now, and I also just make triple sure to make sure folks in like servers like it's like, dude, don't share these publicly. Like
Right.
right.
I'm not one to leak stuff, so I wouldn't share anything publicly. So don't worry.
Right. I'm just because this is a big part of my job, I'm always pretty like uptight
I mean, of
about it.
course.
It's
Yeah.
one of the I think it's
Yeah,
something
pretty much.
I think it's something I need to be uptight about when it comes to this
I mean,
job.
being a casting director is a big opportunity. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Ghost and Star says, HHJ, can you do another line in Paper's voice? Ooh, then maybe a good luck charm. You can stick it to the side of your glass and nothing will fall in.
Oh, this is
I don't
for an AU? I've actually heard of like these Inanimate Insanity AUs. I've heard
some
like I know
some
a lot of people do like these sort of alternate universes for all different kinds of like projects. Like most of which I've seen for like projects like Undertale and Deltarune, but like I knew Inanimate Insanity had a few, and I'm very interested that people are doing this sort of thing. So
yeah, sometimes we get voice requests for AU stuff, so
okay, so ooh, then maybe a little good luck charm. You can stick it to the side of your glass and nothing will fall in.
we love a supportive I'm assuming he's saying this to OJ, so I was gonna say we love a supportive boyf in this.
Yeah, I would think this is OJ since it's a glass specifically, and OJ
Right.
is made of glass, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right. Hi guys, my birthday is in 2 days and my partner's in 3. Can Cheesy and Percy can Cheese and Percy, I said Cheesy just because I brain right now, get a happy birthday from PB and Paper. Love y'all so much. All right. I can go first.
Sure. I'll let
All right.
Jazzy go first.
Happy birthday, Cheese and Percy. Hope you have a good one.
Happy birthday, Cheese and Percy. I hope you have the best birthday possible.
All right. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Scrolling.
Scrolling through, trying to find something that sticks out. Ooh.
Oh, another super chat. Howdy. Do you have any microphone recommendations and tips for a beginner for a new voice actor?
Would it be okay if I answer this first?
Go ahead.
I say this because I've been doing voice acting since 2016, I think. So I've gained a lot of experience in understanding what you need to do with a microphone setup. If you need a good microphone, or at least a decent microphone to start off with that's relatively cheap, I'd say get your hands on a blue snowball. Whether it's an ice or just a regular blue snowball, get your hands on it. It has really good quality. Other suggestion, get a pop filter, because I know that microphones from the Blue brand are very susceptible to pops if you position them in the wrong way. But either way, try looking for a good quality cheap microphone like a Blue Snowball, purchase a pop filter, make sure your setup is in a room that doesn't have too much echo, and then work from there. And then eventually, when you're ready to go on to higher quality microphones, make sure to consider your choices, because there can be some really expensive microphones out there. The microphone I'm using right now in my recording booth is about $400. So yeah, do be considerate.
Same.
if you're short on money, do be considerate of the types of microphone you get. So that's why I suggested the Blue Snowball, because it's only $40-$50, and it does give pretty good quality if you have a pop filter.
Right. Definitely start off on the lower end of things. Those are good recommendations. I would also recommend, if you want a good XLR option, the AT-2020 is a relatively inexpensive XLR mic that goes for under 100. So and that's what I started with when I decided to pursue this as a career. So that's a pretty good one to go with. And there's also some pretty good inexpensive interfaces that you can plug it into, which plug into your computer. So
oh yeah, most definitely. Again, just make sure to really consider what the price range is, and if you want a good microphone, look up what the reviews say, what the overall quality is like. Look up some samples on YouTube if you need to, and then work from there when you're ready to really pursue voice acting, or if you want to pursue voice acting. Not forcing anyone to do anything.
Of course. But yeah, no, you don't really need. The thing I've learned pretty early on is you don't need a super complicated setup at all. I've seen actors who've booked anime out of their closets, so it's
the booth I'm in right now was made from a closet, so there you go.
Right. I have a it's called a PVC booth, which is just made of the structure's made of PVC pipes and it's surrounded by sound blankets. So it's and yeah, I've gotten pretty good gigs on all of this, despite the fact that the equipment that I have is relatively compared to others inexpensive. It's not inexpensive generally, but just compared to what I see some actors go for. I see actors going for Neumann's, which are $1,000 microphones, and it's good on you if you're going for that and you can do that without destroying your wallet, but Jesus.
Yeah, just again, be very considerate of what you buy, because you don't want to spend too much on a microphone that doesn't end up working in the end.
Hi, Jazzy and HHJ. Can Paper say hi to Amy, Mason, DVD, and Epic? Also, I love your Paper voice, HHJ. It's so good.
Thank you very much, Super Amy fan videos. I really appreciate that. Also, Jazzy, you can go first for saying hi. It's just paper. Oh wait, it's just.
I was
going
to say
I misread that.
It's all good. I was about to say I have said hi to this series of names several times. So unless I'm being specifically asked,
I didn't realize it was just paper. My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Amy, Mason, DVD, and Epic. I hope you're having a good day.
Thank you so much. Jordy, hi, honey.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, honey. Can we have a first encounter skit between Paper and Soren from Tales of Enualia? Y'all can talk about anything, be as gay as possible. So, some context. Soren's a character I voiced for Jordan's project. He is a gay fruit bat.
Oh yeah. Jordan actually showed me this. They actually showed me this. Sorry. I didn't mean to misgender you. I'm really sorry. They showed me this. I checked it out, and I thought it was really well done. A really well done audio drama. And I saw that Jazzy was cast, so I thought, hey, this is really cool.
Heck yeah. All right, so so Paper and Soren meeting each other. Okay, this is gonna be a trip.
Okay, yeah, certainly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. I didn't know Paper could be sentient.
Ah, is that a bat? What are you doing here? You know I hate bats. Get out of here! Scram! Go!
How would I know what you hate bats? I have never met you in my life.
I mean, I'm very squeamish sometimes, so I just wish people were more considerate of that. So who are you, and what are you doing here?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Soren Battington. I am best friends with a skeleton, and I like reading books.
Interesting. Name's Paper. My best friend, my boyfriend is a glass of orange juice. Make
I was
of that
gonna
what you
say
will.
we don't judge here. Like I don't judge. I'm the
That's
last
great
person.
to hear. Because the last thing I'd want is to be judged. I've been judged too much in my life. Way too much.
Well, I hope you're doing better for yourself.
Thank you. I'm doing really good now at the very least. Managing a hotel, enjoying time with everyone else, and not having to realize the existential threat of being deleted.
Okay then. I am gonna go find my friends. This conversation just got too much for me. Bye!
Okay, I'm really sorry, bye!
Thank you, Jordy.
Yeah, thank you, Jordy. I really had to improvise there. Sorry.
Same. Well, that's the fun of it. You gotta, like... you gotta just go for it.
Yes.
Jazzy, what's your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game? Shadow Generations. Unless, like, I need to specifically pick a game where Sonic's the main character, in which case Sonic Adventure 2.
I haven't really played any Sonic games, so I don't really have any opinion on this, but Sonic is pretty cool, I will say that.
Fair enough. Have y'all seen the Phineas and Ferb revival lately? Also, hi, Puppy Ralph. No, I have not.
I have not either, but I have heard like good things about it, and I've seen like clips circulating around different platforms, and like I honestly think it looks like a fair amount of fun. So I absolutely would not be against checking it out at some point, especially since Phineas and Ferb is very funny.
Fair enough. Did the room echo with a snap? No. No.
What does this mean?
Stay in your world of innocence. You are like, do not find out the things I have found out within this fandom.
Okay. I best stay back then. I best stay back.
Jackson, I asked Liv, but what is your favorite game?
Favorite game? Okay, so funny thing about that, I'm not really the type of person to really play favorites with things, since like I'm not really much of a gamer myself, but like I do have like a lot of games that I do admire a lot. So like I just can't really pick one. So like I don't know if I can give a definitive answer, but there are a lot of fun games out there that I have been recommended and that I really want to check out. So I think the one I'm looking most forward to is I think that Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I'm looking forward to playing that at some point, since I've heard really good things about it, and Kirby is just really cute. Boyow!
I love Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby's great. Who could hate Kirby?
No, right? Like, I think Kirby is the one video game character people can generally agree you can't hate. Like...
Exactly. Like, even with, like, some of the most popular video game characters, you have, like, their detractors. But with Kirby, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Hey, Jazzy, have you ever been anywhere near object shows before Inanimate Insanity except you as a VA after the OG voice guy got fired? No, I've mentioned this before, but I did not know what an object show was prior to voicing in Inanimate Insanity. I didn't even know it was a whole subgenre, if I'm being real for a second. I did not know. And like I've mentioned this before. I just came across the auditions and thanks due to a VO server I was in at the time. And like I didn't know anything about this show. I didn't know it was like a huge thing. I didn't know the extent of it until I was cast, and my first thought is, what the heck did I get myself into?
If I could comment on this, like, that's the funny thing about the object show community. Despite it having like a large place on the internet right now, it's still relatively underground for a lot of people. Like, it'd be kind of hard for you to like go up to someone on the street and ask them, "Have you heard of Battle for Dream Island or Inanimate Insanity?" Because most people would probably say no. Because despite Jack and Jellyfy having nearly 3 million subscribers, there hasn't been much coverage of BFDI and Inanimate Insanity outside of things like YouTube. So again,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I worked in substitute teaching, and I'm getting back into like teaching assistants jobs. And like, it's surprising how many students that I work with who have, at the very least, seen BFDI. Like,
yeah, like BFDI is huge. I'm not gonna deny that, but like even still, like to like most of the general public, it's relatively underground. Like it kind of reminds me of when like there was like another YouTuber blowing up in like 2017 that was previously kind of underground and suddenly getting quoted everywhere in my middle school. I know this is probably gonna like scare a bunch of you, but I'm talking about fucking SML, aka Super Mario Logan. I remember like they were blowing up in like early 2017, and then I just started hearing everyone mimicking Jeffy, and I was just like, oh my god, what is going on?
Yeah, no, I've heard the name and I know of Jeffy. I've seen like the puppet around at schools I've subbed at. So
yeah, it's just like I don't hold it in high regard now, especially because of the harmful stereotypes that it perpetuates. So yeah. But it does. But the recent rise in like object shows does remind me of when SML was blowing up back in early 2017.
Oh, absolutely. Also, you used your one F-bomb, so...
Oh, did I? Whoops!
Yeah, you did!
Whoopsie! Don't worry, I'll try to keep my composure from here.
Everybody gets one.
Uno. Singular.
To both of you, will you guys watch the new Superman? Yes, I love James Gunn, so I'm going to see it, so...
Possibly. I like superheroes, so maybe I'll give this new Superman a chance, especially since, I think James Gunn does a really good job with, what he puts his hands on. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, if that's an indicator of anything.
I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I loved his Suicide Squad movie he did a few years ago, so... that
Bird.
was, Bird.
I haven't seen the Suicide Squad, but like I just like seeing whenever people post that bird gif with the shark guy. It's just funny.
King Shark is so good. I would recommend it. It is so fun. Like if the best way I can describe it is it's a Guardians of the Galaxy movie if it was allowed to have an R rating.
I see. I'll definitely consider it at some point.
Mm-hmm. Like if it was allowed to just be extremely violent and vulgar and just have fun with those facts.
Mm-hmm. To the extreme.
Oh, we have a donation via coffee, so let me pull that up real quick.
Oh, we do, huh?
All right. Anonymous bought a coffee saying, "The room echoed with a snap" is a line from a famous II dark fic. Don't read it.
Oh, thank you for the warning.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I was like, I've heard of it, and I know Jordy's read it. So, and I read the chapter the line was from, and that was more than enough. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to read it anymore.
I trust that it was. Despite being a huge fan of Inanimate Insanity, I haven't really read many fanfics, so it's good to know that there's one I can at the very least avoid, since, I don't want to get myself too deep into a rabbit hole that I can't escape.
Mm-hmm. Funny enough, the author for that one follows me on TikTok, so...
Oh, really?
That's kind of
wow.
fun. Yeah. To HHJ, have you watched Bluey?
Yes, it is very charming, honestly.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Bluey is honestly very charming, and I think like unlike some other modern like modern shows meant for like a younger audience, I think that Bluey does a really good job, like encapsulating different emotions and different perspectives very well without having to talk down to people. Because the last thing I'd want like children nowadays to get obsessed with is Coco Melon. So more things like Bluey, I'm all for.
Yeah, I've never seen Bluey, but from what I know of it, it seems like a solid show. So
Yeah, it's very charming. It's very charming and witty.
mhm. Hello. Question for HHJ. Basic one too. Who's your favorite II character overall, or is it just Paper?
Favorite II character? I'd probably have to say Knife. I'd have to say Knife, ironically
Ah,
enough. Knife is Knife, I just think Knife is a lot of fun. Like he's very tough, he's very rough around the edges. I do like what he went through in season 2, and generally I just think he's very funny overall.
heck yeah.
Knife is great.
Knife is wonderful, and
Yes, and I definitely think that Liv Smith has been doing an excellent job of voicing Knife recently. She's been doing
1000%. I absolutely loved her audition, and she's been knocking it out of the park. So,
Absolutely.
uh, can you guys do a full cover of Tacos Tirade? I'm working on a cover of Tacos Tirade. Stay tuned.
I've considered doing a cover of Tacos Tirade, but if I were to do a cover of Tacos Tirade, I'd probably do like both parts. I'd probably do one part as Taco and another part as me pad, and then just put them together and like into like a rough cut, and then just like let it run. Because like I feel like both parts of the song are really well written, and I just think they each shine in their own way. Taco's of course the star, like the star of the show, but me pad also has some really good lyrics too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, I mean, let us talk about it. That's great.
Let us talk about. I actually named when I had Reagan on stream. I actually named the stream. Let us talk about it.
Oh yeah, I
Because
saw
it's
that.
such a good line.
I saw that. Nice.
Uh,
I'm all about puns, honestly. Puns can be a lot of fun when used in the right way.
Absolutely.
I guess you could say it's very punny.
What would happen on a Polylights road trip? Gay, gay, homosexual, gay.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. I feel like starting an argument. Is it Hop or Hajip?
It's Hop. It's Hop. No further questions needed.
It's Hajip.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is Jazzy told me earlier that this is a huge point of contention for some people, and like I personally stick by Hop because one of my audition lines for a paper was saying the welcome to the Hotel OJ thing with Hop in it. So there you go. I'm all about Hop, honestly.
Fair enough.
But I do understand Hajip since it's OJ, not just O.
Well, yeah, I remember I really wanted the like it was funny because like sometimes when it comes like I'm not gonna obviously leak details about any of the auditions or anything, but I will say I do like being a gremlin with some lines I chose for certain characters. So the Hop line was totally a gremlin pick for me. So
I see. And don't worry, I'll make sure to be careful with anything else I talk about because I don't want to leak anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to mention you don't have to be careful. Like the knife and paper auditions are long done. Like say whatever you want at that point.
Right. I just want to make sure since there is some stuff going on that is confidential and that I can't talk about.
Of course. Question for both of you: who would you say is the most underrated II character?
Let me think about that one.
I'm gonna say I need to see more love for Clover on my timeline. I think
that of the entire cast, the one that I see the one that I think has not enough support is probably I'd probably say that I think it's a close competition between characters like Goo and probably Silver Spoon, even though they're both have a lot of fans. I haven't seen support nearly as vocal with them in recent, and I think they're both really fun characters.
They are both very fun.
Yeah, so really, I'd say it's a tie between Goo and Silver Spoon, even though I know Silver Spoon has a ton of fans.
Fair enough. What do you think of Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Everyone's freaking out about Hatsune Miku being in it, and I'm the one person sitting in the back yelling, "Oh my god, Ichiban from Yakuza, I'm so happy."
Again, I'm not really a gamer, so I don't really keep up with, like, Sonic stuff too much, but I have seen footage of the game, and I know it's packed to the brim with all different kinds of characters, and I gotta say, good for them. I know people are gonna have a field day with them.
Oh, absolutely. Like, no, it's funny because I'm seeing, like, people freaking out about, it's like, oh, Hatsune Miku, oh, Joker, Persona 5, and I'm the one person going, yes, Yakuza representation, I feel seen.
And then SpongeBob is just sitting there in the corner like, nobody appreciates me.
I get to play a racing game with Ichiban Kasuga, Hatsune Miku, and SpongeBob. This is great.
That is not something I think anyone had on their bingo card for 2025.
Mm-hmm. Jazzy, Jackson, have you guys heard of Homestuck? Yes, I have.
Yes, I've heard a lot about Homestuck. I haven't read Homestuck, but I've heard really good things about it.
Mm-hmm. What musical do y'all listen to? Artists, songs, bands, etc. Chappell Roan, Queen, and Nightwish are my go-tos. And Crush 40 because Sonic.
Queen is great, honestly. I don't really listen to a lot of mainstream musical artists, but, like, I do have a lot that I appreciate, like Queen, and They Might Be Giants, I think, is really good. And then there's and I like listening to video game music a lot, so I really like music like original soundtracks for, like, all different types of video games, whether they be made by Nintendo, Sega, Square Enix, or whatever you can think of off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't feel like people appreciate video game music enough because they really put their all into, like, making those tracks stand out, and I gotta give them props for doing that, whether it's on, like, a relatively underground game or, like, the biggest game currently on the market, the new Mario Kart.
It's always fun when I tell people, like, certain games had same composers and it blows their mind. Like, my friend was listening to the opening music from Smash Brothers Brawl the other day, and I told her, oh, that was composed by the same guy who did most of the Final Fantasy games. And she was like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's same dude.
I'm kind of that way with, like, movie composers. Like, I see, like when I say to people, like, The Lion King had the same, like, The Lion King and The Boss Baby had the same composer, Hans Zimmer, people will be like, what are you talking about? That's actually true, by the way. Look it up.
It is. Hans Zimmer's career is wild because he...
It is.
My favorite dumb thing about Hans Zimmer's discography is that he claims that Batman v Superman was going to be the last time he did a superhero score, but he came back for... I think he came back for both the Wonder Woman sequel and Dark Phoenix. And I'm like, wow, what odd movies to do your superhero comeback
Oh,
for,
the irony!
It's like, what odd, bad movies to do. Like, I'm like, it's like, I get Batman v Superman wasn't the best movie to end your time with superhero films on, but these weren't much better, so.
Exactly. It's just like... different types of movie composers go to all different types of movies. They can be critically acclaimed, they can be underground, they can even be generally maligned by the general public.
Fair enough. Jazzy and Jackson, do any of you like the Beatles? Yes, I do. I love the Beatles.
I like the Beatles. I've heard a couple of their songs and I think they're really catchy. I really think that, they do a good job, they really bring a unique tone to the table, and I just really like them. I think they're a lot of fun to listen to.
Hee. Fun fact, paintbrush is a paintbrush. You're blowing my mind.
And paper is a paper, and the sky is blue. Whoa! Mind blown!
Okay, this one
I'm thinking of that moment from Dr. Steve Urkel where the guy's just like, whoa!
This one just made me laugh. Paintbrush is a mega lesbian.
Nice.
Well, fun fact: regardless of gender, if a character is in a relationship with paintbrush, it's a gay. That relationship is gay. So that's how NB relationships work. Fools.
Take it from them.
Jazzy, genuine question. Would you think of any or notable voice actor in II, whatever VA for Hoyoverse games or Wuthering Waves? Well, Patrick, who voiced OJ, was in Genshin at one point, so.
I knew about that with Patrick, so like,
yeah, so
there
there
you
you go.
go.
I think Josh, who is Cobbs, was also in Genshin. I can't remember, but like no, we have a couple actors who've done Genshin work, mostly as different NPCs. But yeah, like
Yeah,
so.
it's just an excellent array of voice actors, honestly, in
Mhm.
Inanimate Insanity that have been hired
Though
recently.
I highly doubt they're gonna stay because Hoyo's being a pain in the ass about contracts and AI protection.
Oh
So
boy, that sounds like a can of worms in itself that I do
it
not
is
want to know
kind
about.
of I'm not gonna go into it, but let's just say, Jesus, I've never seen a game company so steadfast on not providing AI protections. It's like, come on now.
Oh, that's concerning. Very
It's
concerning,
very
actually.
concerning.
Extremely concerning.
Yes,
Like super
100%.
duper wow, crazy concerning.
Jeez. Folks, we already did the pepper spray joke. It was at the beginning of the stream. It already happened. We're not doing it again.
Mm-hmm. It was fun to do, but I'm not doing it again. I am not risking damaging my vocal cords.
Question for both. What was your favorite episode to voice or favorite line to say? I'll answer both. Favorite episode was Truth or Flare, and favorite line was probably the Proud of You No Matter What, because that was so sweet and gay, and I love it. So
Favorite episode overall? Favorite episode overall. So far of the ones out, I think that I enjoyed voicing in season 1, episode 5 remaster the most, since I was able to experiment with Evil Paper. As for favorite line to say, I can't talk about that yet. You'll just have to see what I mean.
oh
Later
boy.
on.
Oh boy. But babe, Liv dropped 5 or 6 F-bombs. It's not a strict rule, Jordan. I'm just that the only thing that happens if you go more than one F-bomb is I glare at you silently, but you can't even see me. So
And you know, a silent glare from Jazzy would be the death sentence for a lot of you.
Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling.
Scrolling, looking for a question to answer.
For Hurricane, what kind of music are you into?
First off, just call me HHJ or Jackson. I don't mind either, but I prefer HHJ. But
Fair.
what kind of music am I into? Classical jazz. Classical jazz I really jive with, honestly, because like it's just really nice on the ears, and I just think that they both have like a really unique tone to them that can be like toyed with all different types of songs. And I don't know, I just really jive with both of them. So classical and jazz are really up there for me. I'm not really as into like, say, popular music as other people are, but for me, I like a good dose of classical and jazz. I don't know. A mix of the two would be even better.
Heck yeah. One of my
But
favorite.
thank you for the question, Big Tiger. I appreciate it.
One of my favorite movies is Whiplash, and it's full of jazz music. Like,
oh, that's awesome. Whiplash is actually a movie I want to check out soon because like I've heard excellent things about it.
It's amazing. I'd highly recommend it. It's very intense, but it's so damn good, especially for J.K. Simmons' performance. So,
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a watch soon.
mm-hmm. Quig says, I just want to say hi to both of you, and I love you. I am late. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Quig. If that's how we pronounce your name.
I believe it is. I've pronounced it that way plenty of times and have not been corrected, so.
I see. Okay. But either way, thank you. Thank you very much.
This is the time where I'm just going through the chat and just going, what do I want to oh, super chat.
Oh, we got a super chat.
Can I have Paper say what's happening out there, and Paper should respond is okay, I'll say.
Sure. I'll do Paper first.
Yes.
What's happening out there?
Shall I describe it to you, or would you like me to find you a box? I was like, oh, that's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
nice.
It took me a while. I was like, I knew I've heard this exchange before. I'm like, oh no, it's Lord of the Rings. So
it's funny how things end up like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. I can't believe I didn't catch that immediately. I adore Lord of the Rings. A lot of Hop versus Hajip arguing I'm at now in the chat.
The boat sailed days ago, my friends.
I know. It's just that when I'm scrolling through the chat, I'm so behind that it's like I'm catching up with everything, so...
Okay.
Do you guys like the Final Destination movies? I'm mixed on them, but that new one was really good. I liked that one.
I have not seen any of the Final Destination movies, but I have heard relatively good things about the most recent one that came out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be opposed to checking them out, but like I've heard that like they can be a little. I've heard that some people are a little mixed on them, so like I'll be sure to proceed with caution and be the judge of things, since I really like movies and I really like art overall because I'm an animator.
Mm-hmm. You both rock. Thank you. I assume this is the legit animation.
Whoever this is, I don't know which. I don't know if this is the real animation epic or if it's a fake. But either way, thank you.
I was gonna say I can't check on StreamYard, so I'm just putting it up just in the event that it is. So.
Mm-hmm. Either way, thank you.
Thank you so much. A lot of people going, Adam?
Adam? Adam Katz?
Adam? The Adam Katz? From the Adam Katz show?
From the Adam Katz show. Yes, it is I, Nickel, your host, here to interview Adam Katz of Inanimate Insanity fame. Yeah, I can do a pretty good Nickel.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it was the actual channel. Hi, Adam.
Oh, it was. Hi, Adam.
Yeah.
Or whoever posted that.
Yeah, I assume... if it's Animation Epic, I assume it's Adam, because it was Brian, it would have probably been his own channel, so...
True. Master Adam! I just saw someone say, Master Adam!
Now I'm just scrolling through a flood of comments that are like, OMG, Adam!
This is what happens when you get an 800,000 subscriber channel to comment on the live stream.
Yeah, that's what happens. It be like that.
It be like that sometimes, whether you like it or not.
Indeed. I want to ruffle some feathers. What II character is the most overrated in your opinion?
Overrated,
Ooh,
huh?
That'll be a spicy take.
Yeah. I'll let Jazzy go first.
Oh my god, you're letting me take the...
Yeah.
Overrated II character. That's hard, actually, because I like most of the characters, and the ones I don't like are typically ones that people don't have the highest opinion of. I think the time I really ruffled feathers was when I said I did not like Trophy at all, so I guess
Okay.
Trophy, like...
I mean, I like most characters, but I do think there are some characters that can be kind of boring. I do think that this is going to be a steaming hot take, but most overrated character, at least in Season 1, Pickle. Pickle is so boring in Season 1, honestly. He relies on Taco for most of the game.
That is a spicy take, but I don't think it's an incorrect one, personally.
I know, but again, I still like Pickle. I just think in Season 1, he's very overrated and just kind of there in the background.
Fair enough. Are we ever going to see Patrick on stream? Maybe.
Potentially.
Wink.
You'll just have to wait and see.
Wink. Am I getting any better at foreshadowing?
Maybe, maybe not.
People are like saying, hi, Jazzy, say hi to Adam. I can only get to this chat as fast as I can.
Exactly. It's speeding by faster than a jackrabbit on a whatever the quote is from SpongeBob.
I don't know. I lived in Texas and I don't get Texasisms, so...
I see. I'm a New Yorker, so whoops.
For Jazzy, are we getting a part 3 to annoying my roommate as paint? Maybe. Keep in mind...
Potentially, possibly. You'll just have to see.
Keep in mind, I just do it when I think there's a good opportunity to do something funny. Like, the first time I did it, like, she was watching DBZ Kai, and I thought, oh, it'd be funny if Paintbrush got offended of the fiery hair because that's something they have to deal with. And then
Yeah.
they were watching the Avengers the other day, and I was like, oh, there's got to be something funny from this. Like Ash never knows when I'm about to bring out the plush and start recording, and it's always in the living the living room is just a risk of Jazzy is gonna probably do some nonsense. Like
You could basically say it's a shot in the dark for Jazzy. It's a shot in the dark for them.
yeah. For imitation fans, any tips on how to do y'all's voice? Well, firstly, I appreciate you for wanting to do a legit impression and not do AI garbage. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You don't know how much we appreciate that.
Second, for my voice, people say I sound like Sonic. So do your best Sonic and you sound like me.
You're too slow! But for imitations, I like doing imitations a lot. Really the best tip I'd give is to really listen to how the character sounds and then to your own degree, try to imitate that. Like whether you want to just have fun with it or if you want to quote like an entire monologue they have, just really take a listen to how the character sounds. Really take it in and like how their inflections are, how they express emotions, and then just go from there.
There's a video I did on my channel where I did my best go at Light Yagami's monologue from the end of Death Note, and I keep in mind Brad Swale is an actor whose entire inflections I study religiously because he's one of my favorite voice actors and he knows how to play this kind of unhinged character so well. So I focus less on the voice and more on just the mannerisms and the tinier parts of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's about focusing on the little details.
Rather than trying to sound like Brad Swale on a tonal level, I just try to get in. I notice he whispers and has a texture to his voice.
Yeah, just try to get into character. Try to get into character no matter what that character is. I also like this comment from Toast Dragon who just says, to sum up the advice, transform into a parrot. Squawk!
Funny enough, my first paid voice gig was a parrot, so...
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no archive of it. I voiced a parrot for it was I don't remember what it was for. It was for a children's puppet show where they had voices playing on the little intercom for the stage,
cool.
just so so the puppeteer can work with it. And basically, I got it by doing my best go at Gilbert Gottfried. So,
oh, Gilbert Gottfried is a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it's a very difficult voice to do, and
it's not easy to nail. You gotta really get it down to a T.
Indeed. We got a message through Coffee saying, from Puppy Europe saying, "Hi y'all, can Paper say, okay, so I gotta paste this into the private chat on StreamYard.
Sure, just go right ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna put the thing. Okay, so I guess Paper's in a cage for this bit is the context behind this. Okay. Which makes sense, Idiotic Island.
Okay. This is a interesting thing that they want me to say.
I wasn't sure. I was like, what is this?
What is Paper, like a gremlin or something?
I don't know. Maybe he's being evil at this point.
All right, just don't take this in the wrong way, anyone. Don't take this in the wrong way. Please stick your fingers between the bars of my enclosure! Please, 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 please! Promise! I won't bite you again! Please! I'm friendly and entirely non-threatening!
Okay, I believe you. Ow! You said you wouldn't bite!
Crunch!
Ah!
Okay.
That weird guy on YouTube. I love the username, by the way.
Yeah, nice username.
Are there II characters that are overhated by fans?
I feel like with what recently happened with Box, I think that she just doesn't get enough credit for having been in the game for most of the time as a corpse. She's there's actually interesting things to her now, and I'm honestly interested to see where they take her next, because really, I get that beforehand she did nothing, but now I'm interested to see what can happen with her. So I feel like she just gets too much flack for what happened before when when she was being defiled and held around as a corpse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Like, and that's interesting because so there's a couple videos that we did for streams where we were doing like character tier lists, and the first one we did was around the time where season 2 was coming back was when we did the first one, and we had Relp, Jordy, and Chloe Fandomarts on, and Relp on the first one hated Box, or no, it wasn't Chloe, it was Livy Canterbury, so Chiataberry. I do not know her last name. I am so bad with this.
No, it's
with
okay. It's a little
name.
hard to pronounce.
Livy. So no, Chloe Fandomarts was in the ship tier list. My bad.
Yeah, not Chloe.
Yeah, no. So Livy and Relp had this whole fight to the death about Box because Relp hated Box initially, and then the season 2 finale came out. And then for the second part of the tier list we did, Relp had a ukulele, and he was ready to do a whole apology for what was said.
Oh no! Oh no!
It was so good.
Oh no!
So yeah, I'd say Box was pretty overhated in that regard. But I guess if I had to choose like a legitimately really overhated character, I'm gonna say I see a lot of dislike towards Tissues, especially due to his first appearance just being kind of a gross out gag. So.
Yeah, Tissues gets a lot of flack for his early appearances, and it just makes me feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since Paper was initially in season 1, he's a very sort of broken character who doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah. Here's a simple question. How are you guys? Also, HHJ, you're awesome as Paper.
I'm doing good, and thank you, by the way. Doing Paper was a dream come true, and I have a lot of fun doing them.
Yeah. I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty okay, all things considered. Jazzy and HHJ, do you both ship Lightbrush or PayJ? I ship both.
PayJ, definitely. Lightbrush? Sure, why not?
And yeah, once again, people confirming that, yes, that was Adam in the chat, so.
Okay, yeah. They're still on about that, huh?
Yeah. I guess I'm at the point where, in this chat, where at this point I was asking, oh, what is that really Adam? Or I never know, you know? Like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll pay for that. I'm guessing you're mentioning the fact that I don't like Trophy? Because you like Trophy a lot, Relp?
You shall pay for your sins, you son of a gun!
You kind of sounded like Trunks from DBZ there, and it was kind of wild.
Did I?
Yeah, I was expecting you to say, "You need to be stopped."
You need to be stopped. Did my mic peak there? I'm sorry.
A little, but it's fine. It's fine. I have my volume at a reasonable. I have my volume at a reasonable level.
Right. I just want to make sure.
Oh, I guess Relp's also mad about the pickle slander.
I still like Pickle. I just think in season 1 he doesn't do much to stand out. That's all.
Jazzy, do you like gay? I am a gay, so I'd assume so.
I am bisexual, but I fully support gays. Come on. How could you not?
Say something that would imply Lightbrush is Didn't Brian already do that? Why do you need me? Why do you need me to say things? Brian already said things.
Was that not fulfilling enough for you?
Well, it's funny because there's always
no shade, by the way. No shade, by the way. I just want to stress that. No shade.
No, it's funny because during a stream, Brian kind of made a comment saying they basically are canon, and ever since then there's been a fight on the shipping wiki, which is a thing about whether Lightbrush's status is purely fanon or semi-canon. So,
okay.
Will there be a stream with Michael Bruzone? If I can ever get in contact with him, I'd love to. Because from my perspective, that man is an enigma. So
certainly a way to describe them.
Jazzy might be a girl like her. I might be wrong, though. What gave you the first clue? Have either of you played Deltarune? I'm replaying it currently before doing chapters 3 and 4, but yes, I have played it before.
Haven't played the game yet, but I will say this. The soundtrack slaps. It slaps. It is so good. So good, honestly.
Heck yeah.
I've been listening to chapter 3 and 4's OST, and it just... Mwah, chef's kiss.
Toby Fox makes good music.
Indeed, he does.
Have either of you heard of Danganronpa? I was there when Danganronpa had its initial hype, like in the 2010s. Like I voiced in a fan dub of it way back when I did voice acting as a hobby.
I have heard a lot about Danganronpa. I've never played the games, but I do think that, all of the intricacies surrounding the lore of the game are very intriguing. And even though some characters are kind of executed wobbly, I do think that it still makes for a very intriguing experience overall. So yeah, I've heard of Danganronpa, and I think it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I've also really enjoyed a lot of the fan project side of Danganronpa. Like there are some they're called fangans, which I think is is objectively a great name.
That is an amazing name, honestly. Fanganronpa. That's great.
Right. Like so there's a lot of fangan projects that are pretty good. One I got into recently was that ended not too long ago actually was Tetra Danganronpa Pink. That was pretty great, and I'm looking forward to they're doing a sequel, I guess, called Blue, and I'm excited for it. So
now that you said sequel, I'm thinking of that we're doing a sequel song from Muppets Most Wanted. Odd thing to think about, but hey.
Indeed. A lot of Cabby love I'm seeing in the comments. Good. Cabby's great.
Nice.
What's your favorite DreamWorks movie? Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is my favorite. I love that movie so much.
My favorite? Let me think. There's a lot I like. I really liked Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I loved Wild Robot. But I think my favorite is probably The Prince of Egypt. It's just so poignant. It's so poignant, excellently told, and I'm not even religious. I think it's excellent overall, and I'm an atheist.
Fair enough. No, Prince of Egypt's probably up there for me. I think I flip-flop between The Last Wish and Prince of Egypt. They're both S tier to me.
Prince of Egypt is just excellent. It's just excellent overall. Excellent storytelling.
Mm-hmm. Will you voice act in the full II2 movie when it comes out on you? I mean, there's no need. It's already voice acted, so...
It's already acted, so... And I didn't even voice act for the movie, so, whoops!
What do you think of the Blue Sky community? It's all right. I think it gets into a few too many Twitterisms sometimes, but it happens. It's all right. It's better than Twitter, so I'll give it that.
We'll say that Blue Sky is definitely better than Twitter, even though if it can be a little downer and doom and gloom sometimes. I still think it's better than Twitter, which is just a cesspool of hatred.
Right. Blue Sky's problems remind me of early Twitter, where it's sometimes people will read things into posts that you didn't even say, and it's what are you talking about?
You want to know something funny? Recently, I came up with a nickname for Twitter, bitter.com, because everyone is so bitter.
Fair enough. That's a good name for it. Day says, can Paper and Paintbrush say, hi, Day, Skit, and Bounty? Do you want to go first?
Sure. Hold on. Hi there, Day, Skit, and Bounty. Hope you're having a nice day.
Hi, Day, Skit, and Bounty. I also hope you have a nice day. I can't think of anything original to say. It is still the morning.
It's 2 p.m. for me.
We live on opposite sides of the country, so...
Pretty much, yeah, that explains a lot. Time zones, am I right?
Do you like object? I don't know why the term object yaoi kills me. Do you like object yaoi? If it's gay, it's yaoi.
We can't forget about Yuri also. How about both? Why not both?
Both.
Both is good.
Both is good.
Pretend we have that gif from The Road to El Dorado on screen.
Oh, I love The Road to El Dorado. That's another favorite DreamWorks of mine.
Nice.
Hi, HHA and Jazzy. Happy Pride. You too.
You too, next. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Pachoo!
Pachoo, pachoo. Have you heard of the Object Show Dangan? If there was an Object Show version of Danganronpa, send that to me immediately. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to check out Object Show versions of Danganronpa. There's like, I think there's been at least a couple interpretations from One More Arrow, but like most of them are just long gone, like right now.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Danganronpa, who's your favorite / least favorite? Since I played all the games, I guess I'll answer this.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do it.
Answer based on game, actually. Yeah, I'll answer based on game, actually. For Danganronpa 1, my favorite character is either Celeste, because goth lady, yes, I love the gothic aesthetic, or Chihiro, who was done super dirty, but is still a wonderful character. My least favorite would probably be Hifumi, because he's annoying and just a fat joke, and I don't like him at all. Danganronpa 2, my favorite character was Ibuki, because Rockstar Lady. And also she's funny. Least favorite would probably be the chef guy, Teru, because he was annoying, and I'm glad he was
Teru was pretty annoying, I'll admit.
Yeah, I'm glad he was the first to die. V3, my favorite. Oh my god. You gotta understand, I don't like most of V3, so this is kind of hard. My favorite character in V3 would probably be Miu Iruma, because she's funny, and my least favorite character would be any of the others. but probably the Mono Cubs specifically, because they annoyed me when I played that game.
Oh yeah, the Mono Cubs. Though they are certainly something. They're certainly something.
Yeah. So yeah, there's my Danganronpa character takes.
Yeah. I can't really answer this in full since I haven't played the games, but I do know a little bit about the characters. There's not that many that I really actively dislike, but there are a few annoying ones.
Fair. Oh god. Favorite Disney movie? Beauty and the Beast.
There's a lot of Disney movies that I still need to check out, but there's a lot that I absolutely love.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really pick a favorite right now, though. I have to get back to you on that.
What is your opinion on episode 18 of season 2? The Page A scene is so cute. I thought it was a great finale, and yes, the Page A scene was great.
Great finale, honestly. I think it was really well handled, and even if a few things felt like, a little convenient, I feel like it was the best way to really wrap up the story, since, Inanimate Insanity is not a full-fledged TV production. Like, sure, it's a full-fledged production, but, like, it doesn't have to be TV level where it has, like, these insane twists left and right.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. I feel like there's some people who expect, like, different types of twists to just pop out and just, like, to defy expectations. When, like, in the end, like, the creators have a specific vision in mind, and, like, they're gonna adhere to it, and, they're gonna realize it to the best of the best they can. So, really, I can't hold anyone against that.
All right, we have a super chat and a couple coffees, so here we go.
Okay.
What do you think of Colorado? Would you visit Denver? I grew up in Colorado, so I like it.
I have never been to Colorado, but it seems pretty Colorado to me.
Yeah, I've been to Denver. It's great. I have friends in Colorado, so I've been, like, trying to subtly see if I could convince whoever's in charge of deciding locations for IIX BFDI meetups to do one in Denver, so I can go see my friends while guesting there. And I'm like, come on, go to Colorado. I'd love to. I wouldn't even. If you went to Colorado, I would totally guess, because I wouldn't even need to pay for a hotel. I have friends there. I could bunk with one of them. Like, Anyway, and for coffee, refresh. All right. We got another one from Puppy Ralph saying, "Hi, I want to say the last coffee was a reference to a silly meme, but can we get PB and Paper having a happy Pride Month?" Well,
sure thing.
Hey, Paper, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, Paintbrush. I hope you have a great one.
You too. Keep living your best self. I hope you and OJ have a good one.
Thank you very much. We are doing great, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much.
Yay. improv is occasionally not my strong suit.
Neither is it. It's not for me either. So you're in the same ballpark as me. Don't worry.
And then Bees Found said, hello, hope y'all's day has been good so far. Have either of you heard or watched Ed's World before or read any of the comics? Hope you've had a wonderful week. I've heard of Ed's World. I've never read it, unfortunately.
Yes, Ed's World. I've watched numerous episodes of Ed's World, and it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. I haven't kept up with the new stuff recently, but I'll definitely check it out.
Fair enough. Question for both of you. What is your favorite II season? 2 for me.
2 for me as well, but season 3 is also really good. I feel like 3 gets a little bit too much flack for my liking. I mean, sure, there are some like rough edges in there, but I think with what it does a really good job of, being a more casual season between, the heat of between the heat that Miphone has to realize by the time season 2 starts picking back up again.
Yeah, I think I have there's an obvious bias for me when I say I like season 3 because that's the one I debuted in, so I'm probably gonna like it just by default. But I still think even divorced from that, there's so much qualities of season 3 that I genuinely really like, so.
Yeah, season 3 is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I was particularly fond of when I saw Spring on the Breakfast premiere in New York City back in 2023 for the BFBII tour.
Oh yeah,
everybody was just like screaming like crazy. It was just like,
yeah, I was there too. That was the first meetup I ever attended. I went there.
That was the first one I attended too.
Yeah, I went there for one day. I was there for a few of the showings. And that was also where I met Zooey, and Zooey is absolutely wonderful. So that meetup was so fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so was 2024's. I'm hoping 2025's is good too.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall wait and see.
Ibuki appreciation. Let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yuri or Yaoi? Important question. Why not both?
Both is good. Both is good.
I mean, I'm going to lean towards Yuri for very obvious reasons that anyone who's known me for at least 5 seconds will be able to tell you, but
I don't think we should make this a contest. Love is love.
Yeah, of course. Oh, what about Despair? Oh yeah, Ultra Despair Girls. Favorite character in that? The main character, Komaru, I think her name was. I love Komaru. She's a great character. Least favorite, the dude who had long hair and his arm was beat up. I hate that. I don't remember his name. He's the worst character ever. He might be my least favorite Danganronpa character ever.
Worst Danganronpa character ever. I don't have anything.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I don't really have anything to comment on in relation to the Despair Girls question, since I haven't seen as much footage of it as I have for the mainline Danganronpa games.
Fair enough. Not really question, but for both of you guys, if you think about it, everyone in II is very gay. I jokingly refer to II as the show where gay objects have an existential crisis. So, and I don't think that's entirely an inaccurate,
yeah,
synopsis
definitely
of
not fully inaccurate. I mean, of course, there are some characters who have different preferences. I mean, I imagine there's some who are ace or aromantic or whatever, but either way, they each have, their own preferences, and I gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just sometimes I have my own ways of describing shows and stuff in a brief way, and that's just how I describe II because
right. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. What is your opinion on Nick Loon? Problematic favorite of mine.
Nick Loon is something I haven't really thought of much. I mean, I do think that Nickel and Balloon's overall the overall interactions they have are very interesting, and the developments across season 3 were also really interesting to see. But as for the ship, I'm not too sure about that because I'm not sure what preferences they have or if they'd really be into each other, considering that they're it's sort of they're sort of in a love to hate thing where they both rag on each other for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm. I told my mom you were a trans femme lesbian and you voiced Penny and she was really happy. I am happy to hear that.
Oh, yeah. Also, please don't take anything I say the wrong way. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone here. That is the last thing I want to do. I just want to stress that right now.
Absolutely. No, like, I always say, like, the stuff we say about ships and characters is simply our opinions, and don't really shame anyone for having different
again,
views.
Don't take our word as gospel, and try not to use it as an excuse just to poop on our parade.
Fair. Let's see. A lot of ship questions, and I'm trying to avoid them because I'm like, we answered a few already.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm. And despite what people may think, I'm not always going to tell you all my opinions on ships unless that's what the stream is about. So,
sometimes it's best to leave things to yourself.
favorite BFDI character. I still need to watch more of BFDI, so this is probably more a question for you at this point.
Yeah, I've watched every BFDI episode, and I have a lot of characters that I enjoy, but one of my favorites would probably have to be, funnily enough, Snowball. I just think Snowball is a lot of fun, and I really like his gruff attitude, and he's just a joy to watch. I also think that in Teapot particularly, his recent bond with Grassy is actually kind of interesting, and I think it's cool that, Snowball's getting along with someone that he would initially perceive as weak. I think that's a nice step in the right direction for him.
Fair enough. Does HHJ know what Warrior Cats is?
Do I?
Do you?
No, not really. I haven't heard of it. Sorry.
Jazzy, you're one of the people who got me into voice acting. That means a lot to hear.
Yes, it's awesome to see like people get inspired to do voice acting from up and coming stars. That's honestly great to see.
Yeah, no, I remember sometimes I'll see posts of like listing favorite actors, and I'll be listed as someone's favorite actor among like a bunch of people who are in like bigger stuff than I am, and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Like, you're listing me with some legends here.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who got me into voice acting, but in general, it's hard to pick one, but like voice acting is just something I've been interested in for a while, alongside animation, since I was like very young, like 9 or 10 years old.
HHJ, have you watched She-Ra? Meanie, no.
She-Ra, I have not seen in full, but I've heard some good things about it, and also some not so great things about it. But I will check it out at some point. I do want to check it out at some point to see what it's all about.
It's one of my favorite series. I'd recommend it.
Honestly, I'm glad you really like it. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all know Murder Drones? I've heard of it. I need to watch it.
I've watched Murder Drones. I've watched the first 4 episodes at least, and like I think it's solid. I do think that some of the interactions can be a little on the nose and sort of cringy, but I feel like that's also part of the points, like, for Murder Drones. So, like, have dialogue that feels, like, right at home in, like, a very weird state of someone's life, even though these are drones and, they're robots instead of, like, actual humans.
Of course.
So, from what I've seen, Murder Drones is pretty solid, and I'm glad that it's streaming on a platform like Prime now. I think that's really going to increase its exposure, and it's going to be beneficial for it.
Yeah, no, we were like, I saw a commercial the other day for it, like when we were just watching more random stuff on streaming services, and it was like, oh, there's a commercial for a glitch production, and it's like, and it was Murder Drones, and I'm like, oh, it's on Prime. Okay, that's wild.
It definitely is.
Favorite II song? Mine is II. Mine would probably be Taco's Tirade.
Same. I really like Taco's Tirade, but I think a close second is The Future Is So Yesterday, just because like Josh, like as Steve Cobbs, does excellent with that song. He did excellent with that.
That was actually the first song I got to Future Is So Yesterday is the first one I got to perform in, since I was in the chorus, and I got to say the funny meme line.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a meme. I just know a lot of people. I've met people who've quoted it to me with the whole, Cobbs, you're always being coy.
Yeah, I figured it was that one.
Yeah. What is your guys' favorite sandwiches? I can go for anything with salami if I'm being honest, or something of that nature.
Grilled cheese is up there for me, honestly.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Hi again, me. Can I get a hi Milky from PB and Paper? Hi, Milky.
Hi, Milky! Sorry, I just gotta clear my throat.
It's all good. Let's see. Hi,
Oh,
another
just got
question.
another super chat.
Yeah, I noticed that. Another question. Do you guys know what Steven Universe is? So, what's your opinion on it? I watched a good chunk of Steven Universe a long time ago and never finished it, but I really liked what I saw, and I should probably go back and watch it fully this time.
Judge me all you will for this, but I love Steven Universe, and I think that it is an excellent show overall. And even if it does have flaws in some places, I think what it sets out to do is just really great and really well handled, and all the characters are pretty much very enjoyable. Except Ronaldo. Nobody likes Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like Ronaldo. The silence was unsettling. That's what happens when I'm looking for things.
As Corny said in BFDI, awkward silence.
Oh, we got another coffee, I think.
Oh, we did. Nice.
Oh, no. There was a completely different PayPal notification.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, no. Yeah, no. I confused it for a coffee thing because the notifications I get are both from PayPal, so. That was funny.
Relp said it's giving more pen. If pen's what you want, then I've got it right here for you,
Relp. Do you guys know what Epic the Musical is? I've heard of it.
I've heard of
never
it too, but I haven't listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard good things about it though, and I do occasionally like listening to musicals.
Heck yeah. There was a time for a good few months not too long ago where I was listening to the Wicked soundtrack, so.
Nice. And I know that, like, you know, musicals are not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. Like, sometimes there's some musicals that I think are not particularly great, but others that I think are really, really good and well handled.
Heck yeah.
Whatever you do, do not listen to the songs from Disney's Wish 2023. You will regret it.
Disney has not been doing well on songs lately. Like,
no, absolutely not.
I heard the villain song in Wish, and the This Is the Thanks I Get, and it made me die inside.
Oh, yeah, that one's horrible.
Jordy says, Psst, Jazzy, Discord. Hold on. Checking Discord. Oh. Okay. We have a surprise co-host.
We do?
Yeah, give me 1 second, and I will get them in here.
Okay.
Though, if you've been in these streams before, it's not really a surprise. Sometimes Jordy likes hopping into these streams, and I let them because they are fun to have around, so.
Mm-hmm. And because Jazzy said hop, that means some more hop arguments are going to ensue in the chats.
No! No! I don't
No more of those! No more of those, please! We've all settled it!
I'm like Peter Parker in that one Spider-Verse clip of, don't you dare finish that sentence! I guess while we wait for the Geordie, I will continue. Awkward silence.
This is some real awkward silence if I do say so myself. Maybe I should go slap Fiery in the meantime. Huh.
Hi, Geordie.
Oh, hi, Jordy.
Hi. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to hop in for like a few minutes before I go to the movies.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. We're always happy to have you.
Thankies. How you doing, HHJ?
I'm doing good. A little sweaty since I'm in the booth, but I've got fans running, thankfully.
Well, good.
Well, thankfully, we only have 30 minutes just about of this stream, and then we can cool off, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jazzy Oliver is so cool. I wish she was real. I wish I was real, too.
Man, I can't believe Inanimate Insanity made Jazzy Oliver real. Unbelievable.
Hey, you're gonna hurt my feelings.
Why?
Because saying that you're not real.
I'm joking. I'm joking, honey.
I know. I'm joking back.
The jokesters.
Jazzy, I bet you could do a good paper impression. I did a scream for him, if that counts.
Make of that what you will, because the real paper voice actor is right here in front of your face.
I was gonna say I did audition for paper, and it does not sound like paper at all. But I did do like, "Welcome to Hotel OJ Party." Blah 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 blah.
Fun. A lot of those auditions were fun.
Yeah, doing papers auditions were a lot of fun, and I would have done more, but I think I got my work cut out for me already as paper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're already from just the remaster. You're doing a great job, dude. Like,
Thank you. Hang on a sec. There was just some noise. Sorry.
all good.
Not noise.
Jordan is so cool. I love Zem so much.
Thank yous.
Jordan is indeed cool.
Indeed.
Aw, thanks.
And a prob.
Jordy is such a lovable bean, and Jackson is too. I wish New Yorkers were real.
Man, I wish so too. I wish so too,
Okay.
Big Tiger.
I see what's going on here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it looks like we caught up with the chat. Dang, okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Nice.
Actually, since we caught up with the chat, I guess even though we're not at the end of the stream yet, I guess now we can actually do the scene.
Oh yeah.
So for
The scene.
so
of
for
all
those who don't
scenes.
know, when I did a stream with Liv the other day,
Excuse me.
not the other day, a couple weeks ago. What am I talking about? Time doesn't exist. Anyway, we did a scene from Star Wars, and initially I was going to make that a tradition, but I realized just making it Star Wars is too limiting. So I decided to look through scenes from different movies, and after trying to get recommendations for Star Wars scenes didn't work out so well. So I decided to look through scenes from other movies and see if there was one I wanted to do with HHJ as paper, while I had them here. And I think I found one. I found one that I think would be very fun to do, that I think with paper especially would be an absolute joy. Now, Jackson, have you seen or heard of the movie Transformers 1, which came out like last year?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it in full, but I've heard really good things about it.
Okay, so the scene I chose for us to read through as paintbrush and paper is a scene between D16, which is Megatron, and Orion Pax, which is Optimus. And for this scene, this argument between the two, I would like you to read as paper, read for D16.
Okay. Be sure to send me the script because I want to make sure I say everything. Oh yeah, I just got it.
Yeah. No, I just sent you the script on Discord.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
All right. It's cut out. I realize the bottom is cut out a bit. Can you still read like that? The last line there?
Yeah,
fine,
I can
or would
still
you like
read
me-
it. I can still read it fine.
Okay, so you're gonna start us off as D16 as paper, and I'll read as Orion Pax as paintbrush.
Right. You just had to do it, didn't you?
Me? What did I do?
You just had to go to the service, had to enter the Lakon 5000, and you just had to break protocol!
Who cares about protocol?
I do! I care! Because nothing bad happens when you stay on protocol!
Sentinel Prime has been forcing us to work in the mines until our gears strip. And all this while he's been giving our energon away to our greatest enemies.
And what do you think he's going to do to us when he finds out that we know?
I'm not thinking about what he's going to do. I'm thinking about what we are going to do.
Well, that's the whole thing! You're never thinking about anyone else! Just yourself! Fantastic! Another Orion Pax master plan! I can't wait to hear this!
Wait, don't you want to stop him?
No, I want to kill him! I want to put Sentinel in chains and march him through the mines so everyone else can see him for the false pride that he is! I want him to suffer! And then to die in darkness! But we all know that it doesn't matter since what I want, right, Pax? The fact is, we're just confess
Chocolate.
bots, right? We had limited options, and now we have none.
It was Cogless, but I kind of like Confess Box.
Oh, whoops.
We're Confess Bots.
Oh, Cogless bots. Whoops.
Yeah, like I said, it cut out like at the bottom there. I didn't realize until I'd already sent it. So
No, it's okay. It's okay. I still did pretty much all the scene.
that was so fun.
Thank you.
Good job.
Like, no, I was like, when I was looking through movie options, I was like, oh, Transformers 1 has like moments where like D16 acts is like starting off nice, but he slowly like turns like evil and angry as the movie goes on. And I'm like, oh, this would be great for paper.
Yeah, and I did my evil paper voice too.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even I was like, I think Jackson will understand once you see the dialogue.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will once I see the movie, which I've heard great things about too.
Mm. So yeah, I will be like going forward for these streams. The scenes we do will be I'll take suggestions from folks on community posts of what scenes I'd like to do with my guests. Next week is going to be with Austin Lee Matthews. So once I decide to open up submissions for scenes on that one, I will show you the format. Please follow the format, because when I tried doing the Star Wars ones earlier, barely anyone followed the format I laid out. So, and I'm just like, come on
now, get with the system.
Get with the program.
It's giving Catradora. A lot of the interactions between Optimus and Megatron in that movie are very similar to Xavier and Magneto in X-Men First Class, in that it is very gay. They are jilted lovers. I have something to tell you, 3. It's a surprise for the rest of the cast. I will be making an animate Sandy the Musical, a fan-made project for you. That sounds awesome.
Ooh,
That sounds really
it.
cool, honestly.
that sounds amazing, actually. I remember seeing Undertale the musical years ago, and that was very well done. So seeing a musical version of an anime Insanity, that seems amazing. Be sure to
That
share
sounds
with
really
us.
cool, honestly.
Heck yeah. Oh, hold on. HHJ, who is the worst BFTI character?
Okay. This one is weird for me because I don't really hate any characters in full, because even with characters I don't really like, I can understand why they have so many fans, which is why Rocky, to me, while being my least favorite of the characters, I totally understand why people enjoy him. He's just a little guy. He's just hanging around having fun. I don't blame him for being him, even if he can be a bit of a deterrence to his team whenever he gets in the way. But I can understand why people like Rocky, even if I don't think he's all that great a character.
Fair enough. How does Pride Month make you feel? Prideful.
Makes me feel
Very
happy.
prideful.
Prideful and happy.
Actually, it's funny. I'm pretty sure it's been exactly a year since I came out as agender.
Oh,
dang.
awesome.
Heck yeah.
And if I remember correctly, I think it's been about 6 or 7 months since I came out as a lesbian.
Heck yeah.
Double awesome.
Thanks.
Jackson, I am the biggest Bommy fan. What are your thoughts on him?
Bommy. Okay, Bommy. He's fine. I think he's cool. I think that in seasons like Teapot, he definitely shines more than in, say, post-hiatus BFDIA, where sure, in pre-hiatus, he was very quiet and just kind of one note, but when he started talking again in post-hiatus, I felt like his character just kind of went down the rails. He just kept talking and talking and talking, but I think he's fine overall. I can definitely derive some enjoyment out of him from time to time, and I think he can have some real standout moments, like in Teapot 9 when he blows up Gelatin's steakhouse to get Pillow, just to take out Pillow. I think that was a That was a real Chad move on his part.
I thought Bommy was a girl.
Nope.
Whoops, my mistake.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, we got a super chat. Can you guys act out Paintbrush singing a musical song or something, and then Paper walks in on them, and it's coughs loudly? Awkward!
Oh boy.
Okay, so I ain't gonna sing this well, but I can totally imagine Paintbrush singing this to themselves, like when they think they're alone. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity. And you can't pull me.
Hello?
How long were you there?
You don't want to know, but what's this about defying gravity when we literally live on a planet where gravity is our number one, no, hold on, let me think. Where gravity is basically holding us down at all times? What are you, an astronaut?
No, it's a song from a musical. It's called Wicked. It's about the Wicked Witch. She flies, hence
Wicked?
defying gravity.
Or like, you're wicked crazy for thinking you can defy gravity just like that.
I think you're taking the song too literally.
You think? You take things literally all the time.
You're a dork.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough.
I wanted to have Steady scream dork.
Hold on. So Marshmallow defies gravity quite often. That is true.
That is true. That is true. I mean, look at her in the look at her in the mansion.
Yeah.
Oh, also today is best friend's day.
Yay! I should hug my
Cool.
roommates because they're the besties.
Yeah.
All right. So we're pretty much caught up on the chat, and we're nearing. We're not quite at 2 hours, but we're nearing it. So I'm cool with probably ending this early if y'all want to.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
I mean,
for
I'm okay
movies
with that.
anyway.
Yeah, I know you said you were kind of sweltering in the booth, HHJ, so I wanted to.
No, it's okay. It's just, again, like, I understand if you want to wrap things up early. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm also the booth. Even with the fan on, this booth is sweltering, so I think I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I've
and
got
call
my
it for
fans on too, and it's still really warm in here.
Alrighty. But yes, thank you all so much for joining in this stream. Jackson, thank you for being a lovely guest, and Jordy, thank you for co-hosting for the last little bit.
Thank you very much
Thank
for having
you.
me, Jazzy. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. I'm still not doing gaming streams as of this week right now because I'm still sorting out tech issues. I got a new job recently, so I'm hoping that with good money, I can actually upgrade my computer and fix the issues I'm having. But yeah. In terms of casual streams, though, next Sunday we will get our long-delayed stream with Austin Lee Matthews, voice of Flame Spirit Cookie, in here, and finally get to talk with him and see what chaos we can cause with two characters who have flames. But yes, I was kind of losing words there.
Oh, it's okay.
Nah, it's okay. I sometimes can't figure out what words to say also, so you're fine.
Alrighty, but until then, I've been Jazzy.
I've been
I've
Jordy.
been HSJ.
Oh, sorry. I said I'm Jordy.
Bye!
Goodbye!